All right, guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks. And in this episode, we're going to turn this pile of parts into the main part of a building. All right, so I'll post a couple of pictures here and here about the paper and cardboard mock-up I made for this. But basically, what we got here is this is going to be the basic idea of it. All right. If I remember correctly, that's the basic layout of it. All right, 3 doors. This is the office. First loading door, second loading door. And this fits 40-foot boxcars. There's no way of working this out where you can fit 50-foot boxcars. You'd be a 50 and a 40, nothing in between. It only fits 40-foot boxcars. I would have to cut a wall in half and half a wall to open it up long enough to fit 50s. So this thing only fits 40s. All right, so this is basically my rendition of the Berkshire Knitting Factory, Knitting Works in Reading or Osling, Pennsylvania, back in the late 40s, early 50s. Not even close to what it really looks like. It's just my rendition of what would be there if you can only fit it in an area that I had. Definitely not prototypical. So let's just start cleaning these up. You don't need to watch me do this, so I'm going to do this off camera and then I'll come back. All right, guys, so we're back. What I did, I thought I got one of them on camera, but apparently I didn't. Was I took the ends and I welded one side together. All right, so I took these and I welded this together. I can't do that on this one because it's a corner piece, but we'll figure it out later. So these got welded together. I used the Tamiya quick set to get the ends, touch the ends and get the ends set in place. Squared them up with the 1, 2, 3 blocks. Basically, I did this, flipped it over, made sure I had everything matched up, top to top, bottom to bottom. Pushed them together. Everything nice and tight in there, and I just took it. I just touched top and bottom, a heavy touch, so it would soak in whatever was in there. And then I took this and I gave it a run down that side to let it soak in. You can see some of them seep through, and which is what I wanted. Not over penetration; it's complete penetration. So now these are like this. Okay, so the situation we got here is this thing is pert near 20 inches long, and this sheet is not. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I have 2 sheets, is I'm gonna bond these 4 together. Okay. And then I'm going to adhere this sheet to the back of there, and then I'll take these last 3 and do it to this extra sheet, the other sheet I have over here. All right, so let me show you how we're going to do that. I'll line these up. I had a small brush. Or did I ruin that? I might have ruined it. You ruined it. But that's it. And that should bond together. I don't like this brush. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. All right, my bad. I needed to chalk this side up because it doesn't have it. It wasn't supported. So let's see. So that's going to set up. This was the regular thin. This is the extra thin. This is the quick set. I might switch over to quick set. I think I'm going to try the quick set on the next one. Let that one dry. We'll come over here. And we'll do these two. That's nice and solid now. I'm telling you, when these things weld together, it really is something. How nice, how solid these things come out. So, all right. Top. All right. These four are put together. Have these three left in here. We'll put those together in a second because I want this to dry up. We're going to pause it and then we're going to let this dry up a little bit more. I have some time, but we're going to let this dry up nice and nice. That's what we want. We want this to dry up real good like. That I don't like. That did not dry up tight like I wanted. That's not gonna. We're gonna have to soften that up. I'm glad I checked that because I had a little bit of a gap there, which I do not want a gap. There shall be no gaps. Give that a second to adhere, which it will. I'll finish that one. Okay, so on this double over here, I might wind up taking this brick and doing that. Matching it side to side like that. So we're gonna see. I haven't made that decision just yet. I mean, I think that's pretty good for. I don't know if you call this a scratch build because I'm not really building this out of nothing. But whatever kind of build you want to call this, call it whatever you want to do. All right, so. All right, so we're just gonna let this set up, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys. So we're back. The camera stopped for a second, so let me just recap what we did here. I lined this up the best I could. I lined up this bottom line with brick, the top line with brick, I got these doors looking as good as I could with bricks, and everything looks good. I took the brush, I ran along this bottom edge, I let it soak in, and it secured it in. I then let that dry. Once that dried, I came in here and I lifted it up, and I see where it naturally falls. Now I'm just taking this and I'm just going in here and I'm painting as much as I can on here. And then I'm just laying it back down. That's all I'm doing. The blocks on it. Let it set for a minute. It is setting up and it's coming along pretty good. So we're gonna do that this whole length. And I'm gonna take you along for a little bit on this ride. Just make sure that I have any voids that's sucking in there. I believe I ordered the styrene bonded stuff too. I used to use this stuff 10x. It's supposedly still available. You can get it off of eBay. I believe it's old stock. I think they stopped making it because that stuff was like cancer causing. But you know what they say. It's going to kill you. It's going to work real well. I mean, that's basically how I'm bonding it. So once I'm done with this one, I'll do the other side off camera. Not 100% sure if I'm going to bond the whole. I don't know if I'm going to bond. I'm not know if I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it because it's going to have to match this interior. Oh, no, what am I doing? This is going. Oh, man, I think I messed up. Oh, we made a mistake. All right, that's my bad. That's on me. So I'm gonna have to rethink this a little bit. I should have, when I laid this out originally for pre-planning, I laid this out and I forgot about turning. So it's a bit of a mistake. We can fix all this stuff because we're not completely bonded. This is fine. I'm going to wind up using those balusters on the inside to fill up the gaps anyway. So we're going to work with that. I'm going to do that over here. All right. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry right there, and I'm gonna have to get this apart. This will get sanded. This will get sanded, but I might as well put this together now. Well, that one continues to dry from the crazy good bond that I just put on it. I'm going to do the basic trim out on this. I mean, when you look at this cut along that bottom of that brick, that's money right there. So let's continue on. I'm gonna have to glue and match that up. That's the only problem. We're gonna have to hope that this. What am I doing? I have to hope that my mistake. I cover up my mistake. All right, guys, welcome back. So I fixed the arrangement problems. I messed up. All right, this is supposed to be at this side. I guess when I had everything laid out in front of me, I laid everything out like this, thinking I'm just going to bend this around the corner, but I'm not. I can't bend it around the corner. So it's going to come. This is going to be on this side over here. We're gonna have this corner over here. I got to trim this piece back a little bit. All right, but that'll be that. So this side is going to be the office. All right, this is going to be actually facing the layout. You'll be looking at it this way, so facing the layout. Oh, we got that going for us. All right, so this is still drying. So let me let that dry. All right, but what we need to do is we need to cut out these openings. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to scratch build doors for these openings because the doors that came with the kit are immensely chunky and will look like complete garbage. And even if I trim them down to get them to fit in the openings, they would still be too thick. If you remember, I built the doors for the Columbia Mills building, and they really came out really nice, and the building looks phenomenal. Just by changing doors and windows around, it doesn't look like a plastic kit, really. It looks more like a low-end craftsman kit, but a well-done low-end craftsman kit. What's nice about that is that's pretty much a perfect door. I mean, there's a little, gonna have to come in here and file and sand a little bit, but in general, that's a good looking door. What I'm starting to like about this Plastruct stuff is it cuts really easy compared to the other styrene. I would really want to be fancy. What's that? Brick up the windows. Nah. I'd have to do them from both sides, and it's just not worth it to me. So, but that is an option. I could do that over here. Well, maybe. What we got? Let's see what we got. Actually, no, I wouldn't do it. I would not do it on that window. I would do it that window. That would, that's a possibility. I would use a better piece than this in there. But that actually does look pretty good. All right, no, we'll figure that out later. All right, so here we are. We're pretty much assembled here. We're gonna come in and we're gonna drop some of these in here later on where the divides are, to add detail inside and to cover up any gaps. So it's not a big deal. I got plenty of those. So the next big step is I got to figure out the actual size of this opening, and figure out how we're going to get this to stay attached. 3/4 inch plywood fits, and it's slightly proud. I picked up some heavy particle board, but really compressed stuff, and I can't think of a name, but it's a little bit too big, I think, for these, because it hangs down and it says 3/4. It's bigger than 3/4, but it says 3/4. So we got to see how that comes out with the plywood. I got to see how I'm going to attach this. I'm actually thinking of attaching this and then putting a brad in every once in a while, every little spaces in here. Just every once in a while, just put a brad in just to make sure it stays glued on there firmly. And because I haven't really built a building like this before, so I just want to make sure everything stays solid. All right, and there is that. That's going to dry up, and then we're going to be solid. All right, so this corner over here is the office. All right, so we're gonna put another wall in here. We're probably going to use the two smaller pieces of these. There's like a left and a right piece. We're going to use those. Probably put those together with a piece of styrene in between. Same thing over here, so we can actually see where it so it looks a little cleaner. But we'll go along it. We'll show you as that comes along. All right, guys. I think we're gonna call this a video. We have the 3 walls built, and I gotta get this on a board. So that'd be the next thing. The board's also going to get covered with a piece of styrene, because we're going to carve joints in it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching Jack on Tracks. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching, putting on my shenanigans. I hope this build is interesting enough for you guys. I hope it sparks you guys to try something different. This is, I have never done this. I mean, I've built these DPM kits before. I've never done an interior. I never worried about an interior on them. But now I've got this. I just got to have interiors on everything. I just like them better. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll catch you later.